Your life will change if you get what I'm going to say tonight. Because I honestly believe that every preacher and every honest Christian in America longs to know what is inside God's heart. And probably everyone in this room has spent hours studying their Bibles and in their prayer closets, pleading for God to give them the contents of his heart so that they would have intimacy with him. What is in God's heart? If God's heart was a box and you could open it up, what would be in there? So today, I brought my heart. Now, you don't know me. So I figured I would be very, very intimate with you, and I'm going to reveal the contents of my heart. On the outside here, incidentally, there's some different interesting things written. Bald. Amen. Attractive. I'm the one who wrote this stuff, by the way. Passionate. Would you agree with that so far? Sensitive. I'm a dreamer. I'm a talker. All these things about me are written. You know, you can memorize everything that's written on the outside here. And somebody asks about Darin Hufford, you can say, I know him. He's bald, he's good looking, he's sensitive, he's a talker. Yeah, I know him. But you don't know what's in this box, do you? That's the difference. So here we go. You want to see what's in my heart? Yes? Okay. Here we go. The first thing is a picture of my wife, Angie. There she is on the front row. Hi. This is my firstborn daughter, Landon. All pictures will be displayed at the book table immediately following the service. She's 10 years old. This is my second-born daughter, Sydney. This is my third-born daughter, Emma. This is my fourth-born daughter, Ava. And we had another child, and it was a boy. So there is a God after all. Jude. I want you to notice that's it. They are the total sum of who I am. They are everything. Everything to me. If you don't love one of these, trust me in this, you don't love me. Unless you know these people, you really don't know me. They are all that is in my heart. They are everything that is within me. And I promise you this. You take away one of these from me, and you will see an empty shell of a man. It will absolutely destroy me because they are the total sum of what I am. And many people, they come into my office, and the moment the door closes, they begin sobbing and weeping and crying because they know they're safe in my office. They know that I love them, and they'll sit down in front of my desk, and we'll go over their life, and they'll pull out every inner thing inside their heart, and they'll lay it on the table, and we will go over it, and we will talk, and I will pray with them, and I will give them advice. And you can take that advice to the bank because I do. I love them. With all my heart, I adore them. But they don't know me because, quite frankly, they don't know my wife and kids because that's who I am. if you don't know Angie, you really don't know me. I'm not blaming you. It's not your fault. But you don't know me if you don't know her. If you don't know Landon, Sydney, Emma, Ava, or Jude, you really don't know me. So basically, people come to my office, I'm their shrink. I'm their shrink. I'm giving them advice, loving advice. But we're not having intimacy together. We're working on their life, but don't call it intimacy. See, telling someone what's on your heart is easy. We can all do that. But intimacy is when you know what's on the inside of someone's heart. And there are many people, believe it or not, we've got a lady in our neighborhood. She's never read any of my books. How dare her? She's never listened to any of the sermon series that I've done. I don't even think she knows for sure what it is I do. I think she thinks I'm just a deadbeat dad or something laying around the house. But she comes over and she loves my children. And my son Jude just comes running to her and loves her and wants to be with her. My kids absolutely adore her, and you can see it in this lady's eyes. She loves my children. And I'll tell you, because of that, she loves me, and she is this close to my heart. You want to know what's in God's heart? Look at the person next to you. Look at the person to your right and to your left. Look at the ones in front of you and behind you. That is the contents of his heart. If someone loves Angie and Sydney, but they don't care for my daughter Emma, they don't love me. Because I am them. If you talk about them negatively, you're talking about me. If you bring them a toy or a gift, you just brought me a gift. You give one of them a glass of cold water, you gave it to me. If you abuse one of them, I promise you, you have abused me. This is a larger picture of my daughter Ava. Can you all see this? Look at that. Look at that. I look at this picture, and she is just a little missy, isn't she? She is just the most precious little bug. And I can sit and watch her, and she'll be watching Dinosaur Train or one of these crazy kid shows they have, and her eyes will be wide with wonder, and she'll be glued to it with a smile on her face. And I'll be sitting across the room gazing at her. And I start to feel it, and as parents, you know what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, it's like this flame inside my chest starts to get warmer and warmer. And I have to run over and grab her, and it hurts her. Love hurts. I explained that to her. It hurts. Come here, I'm going to kiss you. And there's a part of me that's actually trying to swallow her. Mothers say, I could just eat you up. Because there's something about us that we're not satisfied with the limitations of our human existence. When we truly love, we want them inside of us. That's why Jesus said to the disciples, in a little while I will leave you. And they rebuked him and said, no, don't leave us. He said, it is good that I go, because then I'll get to fulfill what I've always wanted to do. I want to live in your heart. I want real intimacy with you. There's a flame in my heart for this little girl. It's a fire. I want you to listen to me. That flame, that fire,